Hello, everyone, and welcome to Immigration Talk Show. I'm Napasa, your host, and this is my co host, Sam. Welcome, dear friends, to Daily Immigration Dose. We're going to have a very wonderful session today as well. So I hope you're ready, just like I and Sam are.
Hi everyone, and hi Napasa to you. How are you doing?
Good, Sam. It was a wonderful day today. We had a good show with
Yeah,
Attorney Chandpal Bithineni, and I saw you two had a good one with Attorney Uma Mantrawadi. So
absolutely.
good day, I think, so far. So good.
Yeah, right. It's so good. We have these daily webinars with such an amazing attorneys, and we got to learn so many things. I'm sure our viewers have also watched those sessions and attended those. One was at 12 p.m. EDT, and another was at 2 p.m. EDT. So, friends, if you haven't watched those two webinars yet, then make sure to go ahead and watch those webinars again, and get a lot of learnings and a lot of insights from those webinars. And also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Immigration Talk Show. Our handle is at Immigration Talk Show. And Napasa, today we are here again with another very interesting topic and very exciting one as well. Can green card holders be deported for misconduct in the US? So I
Yeah.
don't want to say yes, but the answer is yes, because recently, there are so many changes in the policies that are coming up. And after all, in 2025, Napasa, we are saying that every day waking up with different policies, different rules, and some are making people happy, some are making people sad, and some immigrants are really worried right now. So I think
Yeah.
it's better to dive into the topic and make them aware about what's happening and what is this all about, how they can also protect themselves. So many things are there to delve into this topic. And stay tuned, friends. And let's start with the news first. What's in Epasa?
Sure, Sam, sure. And of course, friends, I know the green card has always long symbolized, stability, security, a step closer to American dream. But I think, lately the statements have been a little different, especially with USCIS. But nevertheless, stay with us because we're going to discuss more on this. But yes, like Sam has said, we have a couple of news updates. So I got this first one for you, and that is, property firm expands immigration, so border bet with new purchase. And that's right, a real estate investment firm is doubling down on America's immigration infrastructure. So, Easterly Government Policies Inc. has acquired a $20 million facility near Burlington, Vermont, and currently leased to agencies like U.S. Customs and Border Protection and Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So that's a new news for you. And the 74,549 square feet building is under a non cancelable 10-year lease. So, yes, that's right, with the General Services Administration expiring in May 2031. So, despite political shifts and federal cost cutting efforts, Easterly says it's focusing on a mission critical, government operations that transcend party lines. So, yes, CEO Daryl Crate emphasized that as long as the US, faces crime, drug challenges, and ongoing immigration, such facilities will remain essential. So he also added that taxpayers always care about crime and justice, and this move really signals, like a growing investor confidence in immigration and border enforcement as a long-term public priority. So this is big news, friends. Now over to you, Sam, to your news update.
All right. Thank you so much, Napasa, for letting us know about this very important update. And friends, I do have another news, and that is about US judge blocks deportations to Libya, upholds migrants' right to safety. So, in a strong move to protect migrant rights, a US federal judge has ruled that individuals who are facing deportation right now cannot be sent to Libya or any other third country without a fair chance to challenge the decision in court. This decision comes after attorneys raised concerns that some migrants originally from Vietnam, Libya, Laos, and Philippines were told they might be deported to Libya, a country with a troubled human rights record. And thanks to swift legal action, the judge reinforced that no one can be removed without proper legal review and also a chance to speak up about safety risk. So that's a good thing that at least they are getting a chance, and this time, they have the legal support as well. And the ruling is seen as a win for due process and human dignity as well. advocates say it shows the US legal system is working to protect the most vulnerable, even in challenging immigration cases. So, Libya has also clarified that there is no deal in place to accept deported migrants from the US, reducing fears of forced removals to an unsafe country. And this development offers hope to many families and underscores the importance of legal safeguards in ensuring fair treatments to all. So this was the news from my end, and friends, let us know what is your thought on this news update, and we will love to have your opinion, your point of view on this topic. Okay, so Napasa, I think without any further ado, let's start our today's topic with our very first segment about is a green card a right or a privilege? What do you have to say on this?
Well, of course, I'll go to that, Sam. But before that, I really want to, kind of tell the folks out there. I know the recent statements from, USCIS and a zero tolerance, the policy which is called catch and revoke. So that has changed the tone dramatically, right? Even if you have a green card. I mean, we have been hearing like, a green card, it's not your permanent thing for you being in the US, right? And this message is really, really very clear right now that permanent residency is actually a privilege, not a guarantee. So if a green card holder breaks the law, even unintentionally or over a minor issue, they may be at a risk of losing their status and being sent back. So I know when we talk about this, it really gives us, sort of like what's going to happen. Like, are we going to live in fear now, or whether we are going to be more cautious? I know it's very difficult, but yes, coming to the point you were talking about, uh, the thing you were saying about so sorry, like I think I have. So yes, Sam, like what do you have to say? Like, do you think it's a privilege, or do you think it is like what's going to happen now? More action will take
Um,
place.
See, looking at the current scenario, of course, we have come up with a new policy, which is a catch and revoke. And I think this is something that current Trump administration has come up with. And they do have come up, to make the system more strict enough so that nobody can uh, dare to do any illegal sort of things unintentionally as well, because sometimes what happens, we forget to differentiate between the big mistakes and the small mistakes. Now there are so many questions I'm sure that people are having in their mind, like if shoplifting is considered as a big crime, or if anything, picking up something, or just landing up or hitting a car, or doing like crossing the traffic rules or doing something, if these small mistakes are also going to be handled as the same way as how the criminal cases are being handled. So there are so many questions that they are developing in their mind, and of course we are here, we are going to talk about it further in the episode. So friends, stay with us, and before that I think let's dive directly into what is the catch and revoke policy and how does it work. So I think
No,
Napasa, this is one of the
can
biggest
you hear
and
me? So
most
sorry, like I think there's some sort of a
yeah,
problem
yeah,
on my end. uh,
right.
okay.
There are some audio issues from your end, Napasa.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. So I was trying to figure out
No, it's
what is
fine.
the problem. But coming to your question, really, Sam, like if is a green card a right or a privilege? There's so much to discuss about, and there has been a whole conversation that has started, and so many people are commenting. So many immigrants, they really believe that once they get a green card, they're set for the rest of their life, so they can live and work in the US permanently. But of course, recently the messages from USCIS, it's like a wake-up call, right? And in several public posts, USCIS has actually emphasized that a green card is really not like a permanent guarantee, right? It's like a privilege, and that can be revoked. So it all is in your hands, of course. And they've clearly stated that, our laws and values must be respected. And if someone doesn't follow them, they are at risk of losing their status. So this means that green being reminded, that even after years in the US, even if they bought homes here they paid their taxes regularly, and they even raised families here for generations, they are still under scrutiny. That's right. And the government, is now enforcing that permanent residency is conditional on good conduct. If even if now what the rules are saying is so different, but you just have to be careful. I think the attitude matters and what you're doing matters. I know sometimes what you were just saying, like a road rash kind of a situation, or an accident on the road, even if the fault may not be yours, you may still be in trouble. So I don't know how are we going to avoid accidents, but we just have to be prepared for everything, I think. But it's this is a shift in tone and the policy that demands attention from every green card holder. I think it's more about the attitude. It's more about being respectful, especially towards the law and to every other American citizen. So about accidents, I'm not very sure, Sam, but yes, for the rest of the things, I think yes, attitude matters.
That's right. Attitude, of course, matters in every country, not only in USA. But I think most importantly, let's also understand, what this catch and revoke policy is, so that our
Yes.
viewers can have their own opinion and they will able to justify, what is right and what is wrong. So, friends, right now, this is one of the biggest and most talked about changes in US immigration policy, that is catch and revoke. And under this policy, the thing is that even if you are a green card holder, is found to have broken any US law, then they could lose their permanent resident status immediately. And this is what something pays everyone's attention, that losing their status immediately. Because if you're doing any crime, if you're doing something, I mean, that's okay. Of course, there will be a court trial, there will be a court hearing. But losing your status immediately is something that is surprising and a little shocking too. And that's why most of the people are worried right now. And that too, there won't be any chance to appeal or fix the issue. That means if you have committed a crime, or if you have violated the law, doesn't matter intentionally or unintentionally, if you have done something that is not according to the law, then you can lose your status immediately. And that too, you won't get any chance to justify your mistake as well. And this is something, a big change from how things used to be, because earlier things used to be a little different. And now, of course, we are seeing how things are being, modifying. So, in the past, many green card holders who made small mistakes or faced some minor legal problems, at least they had the opportunity to go to the court and justify their mistakes and explain their side. And sometimes they even get the chance to keep their status. So their punishment depends upon their case. But right now, I would say that if you are doing anything that is against the law, then you will be termed as equally, you will be called as equal, criminal, the way any a big crime will be there. So there was a room at least earlier for a second chance, especially for people who had lived in the US for years. They raised families and contributed to their communities. But now the second chance is no longer anymore. And the new policy takes like a zero tolerance approach, meaning even small violations put someone at risk of deportation. And US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has also made up his point, and he has said it very clearly that the era of abusing our nation's generosity is over. So, Nepalsa, whenever we hear these very bold statements from any of the leader, we can understand that how much they have, felt when they have spoken these sentences, because they know that how much abuse have been happened in the immigration system.
Yes.
And when they are saying that, they are not going to tolerate anymore, their zero tolerance approach. So I think this shows that they have been tolerated so many things, maybe
Yes.
from years ago, and now it's that time, when they are not going to tolerate, when they are at least taking up the right stand and deciding that it's time to take an action, not only verbally but also, in action form. What do you have to say on this?
Yes, yes, Sam, and it's totally agreed. I know there have been so much exploitation done in the past. It may not be the same migrants who are present here right now. It may be their ancestors or others who were here years before, and everything has surfaced, and even right now, I'm not saying there's no everything is superb. There is so much misconduct going on. There is so many fraudulent activities going on, and how much more can the US tolerate? It's true that zero tolerance has come now, and probably they were being patient or waiting for things like that to stop, for more grateful migrants to come here into the US. But because of a small group of ungrateful people, I think the whole group is sort of suffering now. But I think not to worry for folks out there who have always abided by each and every law. There's nothing to worry about. And yeah, keep doing your thing and know your laws properly. I think it's very important to be knowledgeable because there are changes happening, especially now, with President Trump's administration in the picture, every day new changes. So it's very important to stay updated with everything and keep following the rules and regulations and laws of this country, especially if you want to stay here at peace. Okay, so coming back, Sam, we have Rajendra and Selomit. Hi. Hi to both of you. Thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe, friends. This goes to everyone watching us right now. Subscribe to our channel. Our handle is at Immigration Talk Show. So why I'm saying hi right now is because Rajendra's question is similar to what I'm going to say next. He's asking what specific types of misconduct or crimes can trigger deportation proceedings, for green card holders, and are there any particular factors that immigration authorities consider when determining whether to initiate removal proceedings? So, yes, the kind of offenses that can put your green card at risk, USCIS has said that acts like supporting violence or engaging in terrorism or encouraging others to do so are grounds for immediate deportation. These are the topmost priorities, where even if you have a green card, it is going to be taken away from you. You are no longer going to have the privilege of being here in the US. So keep that in mind. And of course, few would argue with that also. But yes, critics worry that, the scope could go beyond extreme cases. And as we have seen in the recent past about social media and many others who were deported from the country as well.
Mhm.
So if you ask the question, could social media posts be interpreted as encouragement? And what about attending a protest that turns chaotic? Well, I think you should answer that. Those are rhetoric now, right? Right, Sam?
Absolutely. And I think, Napasa, this is a very important question that most of the people are having in their mind. And that too, Rajendra have also asked, about this topic, like what exactly, this time breaking the law means. Because maybe small crime like shoplifting or, just crossing the road, maybe when the traffic light is red, then also is it violating the law, or some major crime should be there, like violence or fraud. So let me tell you, Rajendra, like currently the policy doesn't clearly explain what counts as a serious enough violation. And right now, we don't have a proper list of the crimes that is going to against the law. So I think we will get the information later on, but you make sure that, you are not doing anything that is currently under the law. So you don't, do anything, or make sure that people who are in touch with you or who are in contact with you, they're also not doing something, that may make them like lose their status right now. So we will let you
Yes.
know what are the crimes and what are the different procedures to take place. Yes, Napasa.
Yes, but remember, yeah, for sure that a crime is a crime and every crime is going to have its consequences. So you might have to face your punishments, and we don't know on what exponential level that will be, but a crime is a crime. In whichever country you belong to, I'm sure,
Mhm.
like if you're shoplifting in your own country, you probably would be beaten up or would be taken to jail, or I don't know, neighborhood kids would come and charge you. And it's a different scene in every country, right? But here in the US, um, there you go. You will have to face and answer, get interrogated, answer what happened, why it happened, and it'll still be proved that a crime is a crime, right?
Absolutely, it does. And I think, when so many people are living together, that too of different culture, different religion, different looks, different appearance, sorry. So there will be so many opinions over there as well, and that is why, to have a single rule, I think that is properly justified, and there's nothing wrong that the administration is, taking these steps. So that's fine, and according to them, if that's how they are trying to make USA great one, then that's okay. I mean, we are just normal civilians, and it's our duty, to follow each and every rule, whether it's shoplifting, whether it's abusing someone mentally, physically, or whether it's getting yourself involved in a proper illegal activities. It's better to treat all these activities on the same page, and let's not do something that will make you, I mean, get you in trouble in the future.
For
So I
sure. And
think,
I
yeah,
think, Sam, like one of the biggest challenges right now is the uncertainty because, of course,
that.
there are legal immigrants who
Mhm,
are, constantly have to be on guard right now. They feel like there's so much, being watched so much. There's so much scrutiny, sorry, there's so much scrutiny lately, right? And
mhm,
if not just following the law, but also making sure that, their actions are not misunderstood or not misinterpreted. So
mhm.
that's one big uncertainty, and I don't know how are they going to face this challenge, but I think we'll just have to be better with that.
Absolutely. And let me take a Salomit topic, a question as well. So, hi, Salomit, and thank you so much for your comment. Can a green card holder who has been convicted of a crime but has since completed their sentence and demonstrated rehabilitation still face deportation? And if so, what avenues are available for seeking relief or waiver from removal? Okay, now this is something a very important question, and Salomit, I don't want to mislead you. So I think let me take up this question directly to immigration attorney, and soon we are going to share the information with you. Stay tuned with us, stay connected with us, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Immigration Talk Show. Okay, with that, Napasa, why don't you also go ahead and let us know a different segment about this topic?
Sure, Sam. I think I pretty much covered most of it, but I wanted to ask you, how does the impact of Indian green card applicants already facing decades of wait, and what's going to happen now, like, especially for Indians who are already waiting?
All right, so I think this is something little upset for Indian nationals because they are not very much happy with this. Because there are 1.2 million Indians who are waiting for employment based green cards. Imagine like 1.2 million. That's not a small number, that's a big number. And because of the per country limit, Indians often have to wait like decades, and sometimes they have to wait even 50 years or more than that just to get permanent residency in the US. And now imagine, they are working so hard, they are following the rules, they are also contributing to the US economy, and that too
Yeah,
waiting so, like, for waiting for so many years patiently just to get permanent residency. And now if they'll get to know that catch and revoke policy is there, that can take away their permanent residency status, so that is little disheartening for them, and they are not very much happy with this new
of
policy.
course.
And what they are showing right now, that they are little worried, they are anxious, and they are not you know, uh, not liking the policy because they are thinking that after waiting for 20 to 30 years for a green card, they are not even getting the chance, to justify their mistake, or not even getting a chance to say something in front of the court. Immediately, they are just going to get rid of their status. So it's not just about the individuals, also spouses, children, and someone, who loses their job also. It's very difficult for them. And there's also a bigger picture, like the situation is not, I would say, a bad or a good one, but it's in a great one, right? Some people, they are going to like it, some people, they are not going to like it because of the strictness also. And that's how. But friends, we can't do anything with it. It's law, it's rules, and make sure that these bold steps are being taken place, because earlier the past has been little different, and the past has been little abusive to the immigration system. So maybe that's why these steps are taking place. Right, Napasa?
Right, right. Like we discussed earlier, there's been too much of happening and still happening. So I think we are all together going to face the consequences, and I really hope that it doesn't fall too burdensome on too many migrants who are totally innocent and have been abiding by the laws, paying taxes and doing everything right, have the documents right, and are on the correct status. So anyway, we'll always have to be prepared for anything that's thrown to all of us migrants here in America. So I'll just say keep following the rules, and knowledge is power. So know everything, all the changes that are coming up every single day. And yeah, all the best. I think we have to take one day at a time, and we can do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, friends, for being here. It was really great having this very important topic to have a discussion in front of you. And also make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Immigration Talk Show. It's daily immigration dose. Every day from Monday to Friday, me with my co-host Nipasa come up live at 4 p.m. EDT. So make sure to hit the bell icon also so that whenever we come live, you get the notification and you also get the chance to participate in this webinar. And I think that's all. Thank you, Rajendra. Thank you, Selomit. And yeah, these many guys have commented. So thank you guys for being here. It was really lovely having you. And don't forget to go ahead and tune in with us on tomorrow as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching this session. See you tomorrow. Till then, goodbye and take care.